friends. So, like I said last week, this week's all about me traveling around Jeollado. I'll be checking out different cities, so if you want to see Korea beyond Seoul, come along with me. First stop was GyeongJu. It was right around lunchtime, so my friend and I headed to bibimbap restaurant. We actually make bibimbap pretty often back home in the UK, even in proper dokbaegi bowls, which is a stone bowl, whereas here they used a brass bowl instead. So it wasn't totally new food to me, but still having it here in GyeongJu felt a bit more special because GyeongJu is actually famous for its GyeongJu bibimbap. I think there was some sort of event happening nearby. Not completely sure what it was, but the characters I saw were really cute. And people were handing out coupons, which was nice. There are 3 different entrances to the palace. I went through the main one. It took me a little while to figure out since the addresses on Google Maps didn't match up. But I managed to find out if you download the Naver map when you get to Korea, I think it is much more accurate and convenient finding your places around Korea than Google Maps. If you've been following along, you'll know I love Korean architecture and palaces. And here, the colors and designs were just gorgeous, as I expected. gyeonggunjeon is also famous for its King Taejo's portrait. If you walk further in, there's a museum and lots of nice photo spots too. Some people say Hanok Village feels different in every season. I went during summer, which was really hot and humid, but I love to come back in autumn when the trees are more colourful and there's a nice breeze. I've never seen so many different flavours of chocolate pies. The ones I know in the supermarkets, they've got the soft marshmallow layer sandwiched between 2 fluffy cakes, all covered in chocolate. But the ones in GyeongJu are slightly different. Instead of marshmallow, they've got 2 layers of chocolate cake with whipped cream and strawberry jam in the middle. Sounds nice. And they're only half dipped in chocolate. So I picked up a few to try later. And I popped into a convenience store to buy some water. And this is one of my favorite places in Korea. My friend took me to this beautiful temple in GoChang. Honestly, I really recommend coming here if you're visiting South Korea. It's so peaceful and quiet and beautiful temple. For dinner, I went to a restaurant that's famous for dokgalbi. It's a Korean beef dish with minced short rib, and it actually comes from royal cuisine. And this is a bamboo rice, rice mixed with nuts, beans, grains, all steamed inside bamboo. Looks very healthy.
Wow. Yummy.
The food was amazing. Even the side dishes were really good. This was a cute little town, so before heading to the hotel, I strolled around the neighborhood and took some pictures.
화이트 초코파이. 녹아가지고. Then original. 먹태깡. 처음 먹어보는.
Rice wine was interesting. It was different to normal, like, white makgeolli that I've tasted in Seoul. This one tasted like a traditional medicine, slightly bitter. And I think it's because it had dates and other natural ingredients, such as herbs.
이렇게 초콜릿가 들어있는 크림도. 맛이 피는 것 같은데.
The crisps and the pie were really good. But one thing to keep in mind is that the pie includes some nuts inside. So if you have nut allergy, please do ask at the till before you purchase it. Hi friends! So today I'm here in Chuknogwan, also known as the bamboo forest in DamYang. There are several trails in the bamboo forest, and you probably find it very easy to walk. The whole place has such a calm and soothing atmosphere, and I instantly fell in love with this place, as I'm a huge nature lover. There was also a small hut-like shelter where people could sit and rest. While walking along the trail, I stumbled upon this cute little souvenir shop right in the middle of the forest. They had so many cute little things: hairbrushes, ceramic-made chopstick rest holders, candle holders, and many more.
너무 예쁘다.
There was also this spot where you could test yourself how fit you are for your age. Basically, it's like a little challenge to see how fit you are. I'll leave it to your imagination whether I managed to pass the other ones. Back on the trail, and I found this.
텐트 같아. 이렇게 해서 아트샌드 가다가요. 이렇게 다시 이렇게 가든지, 이렇게 해서 또 다시 이렇게 가든지.
I took the different path and came across this beautiful hanok house. It was so elegant and, honestly, my dream home.
오.
I could imagine myself sitting on the porch, reading a book, or just listening to the rain, or even birds singing. Everything was so beautiful, and I really enjoyed that walk. After that long walk, I was starving, so came to this Korean restaurant, which I love. This place was really interesting because they brought out an entire table filled with all these deliciously looking dishes, all beautifully prepared. These are called jangdeokdae. They are traditionally used to store or ferment food or to make special sauces. For example, kimchi, soybeans, and red pepper paste are placed in one of these jangdeokdae. I once saw on Instagram that the prettiest Starbucks souvenirs are from Japan and South Korea. And I think I have to agree with that. They really do have such attractive and diverse designs for like mugs, tumblers, keyrings, and more.
아, 이게 너무 귀여워.
I think Koreans are serious about their cafes. There's so many beautiful and unique ones. I'd love to go cafe hopping next time I visit South Korea. Anyway, this Starbucks was also huge and had great view outside. To end the day, I went to a restaurant famous for crab. I had a set menu that included all these dishes: cutlassfish, crab, hairtail, and several other dishes. Everything was not only delicious, but again, beautifully presented. I might have mentioned this in an earlier video, but Korean restaurants are amazing because they give you so many free side dishes. And sometimes I wonder how they can manage all these, ingredients within the price.
갈치회 처음 이렇게 하고
There are many ways to eat cutlassfish sashimi. One, I had it with ginger and dip it in wasabi plus soy sauce. Second, you could just dip it in wasabi and soy sauce, or lastly, wrap it with white kimchi and eat it.
이거 여기 케이블카.
After dinner, I went for a walk near YeoSu port and visited the YeoSu night food market. It's around 9:30, but YeoSu was still wide awake, bustling with tourists and locals. The night view by the water was so beautiful, and so was the bridge. It felt like the perfect way to end the day. Night night. Morning. I'm heading to Odong Island today. You could either walk to the island, or in my case, I'm going to take the minibus because it's so hot and humid. Or another route to get here is to take the cruise.
그러면 바람골. 아까 계단 올랐는데 또 계단.
Odong Island was absolutely beautiful. I definitely recommend it if you enjoy walking and being surrounded by nature.
여기서 나왔다.
The only tricky part was that some spots, like the Dragon Cave, have lots of stairs, but honestly, the views make it worth it.
된장 베이스. 맛있겠다. 밥에 이렇게 해서 비벼 먹으면 돼요. 야미. 바게트 먹어?
And the dessert was the highlight of the day. I had suk, which is mugwort ice cream, my absolute favorite. If you remember the cafe I went to in London with suk brownies, I mean, this was just as amazing. I just love that deep, rich suk flavor.
이빨 자국. 완전 뚝인데 쑥. 엄청 딥한 쑥 아이스크림. 맛있어. 아, 이건 정말 너무 맛있다. 이거 너무 맛있다, 이거. 안 보이네, 컬러가. 이순신 강자.
YeoSu is also well known for its dumplings. And you might think, didn't you just have lunch and dessert? Yes. But I had to try them. These dumplings are so popular. And look, some of them were already sold out. And it was only like half one. My friend wanted to try one of these baguette burgers. So here we are. I think it's just basically there's meat, cheese, pickles inside a baguette. Like a burger. Savory, tangy and spicy taste. It was just beautiful. After all that food, I was completely full. And since the weather was so hot and humid, I decided to cool off by visiting the media gallery, which reminded me a little bit of the one I went in Seoul. But this one had its own distinctive displays and vibrant colors. And the best part was that I got to colour in my little puffer fish. Then set it free in the ocean. Koreans are true food lovers. They really care about quality. If a place is good, it quickly goes viral, and before you know it, there's a long waiting list. I love food too, but I usually don't line up for the latest viral spots. It's because sometimes it's not great as it looks online. But this place was different. It was genuinely delicious and it was worth the wait. After lunch, my friend and I headed to Gamcheon Culture Village. I had visited about 4 years ago, so this was my second time. Back then, as far as I remember, it was pretty quiet, but this time it was buzzing with people. Definitely more tourists. Maybe it's due to K-pop, or maybe I had just come during an off-season before. I am here to try an old Korean snack called jeonju. It has a chewy texture, kind of like curly whirly. I've actually tried it once before, but didn't like it. But my friend convinced me to give it another shot, since this is seasoned differently. And yeah, it was way better. I really enjoyed it this time. 4 years ago, I don't remember lining up in a queue. I don't think I even got a photo back then because the streets were empty and there was no one around to take it for me. This time though, I waited and got a picture and even took a few extra shots around the village. For dinner, I had a really delicious sashimi, but my phone died, so I couldn't film it. Then we went to this huge, beautiful cafe perched on a hilltop with sweeping views of the city below. The night view was really lovely. Last night, I joined my friends for yashik, which is late night snacks. We ordered a bunch of things I've never tried before and ate around midnight. It's amazing how they could do like deliveries during that time. And here we are, the last stop of this journey, GyeongJu. This is the Daereung ancient tomb complex, where you find the tombs of kings and queens and nobles from Shilla Kingdom. After dinner, my friend and I strolled along Hwangil-dan-gil Street before heading over to Donggung Palace for the night view. The palace itself was stunning, especially the lights reflecting on the pond. It was absolutely magical. The reflection shimmering on the pond made it, straight out of a painting. Although I have to admit, it was super crowded and a bit noisy. Still, it was worth it for the view. Next up was woljeonggyo Bridge. It's a grand palace-looking like bridge stretched across the river. Red pillars, dark tiled roofs, and elegant wooden details. By day, it feels calm and historic, and by night, its glowing lights reflecting on water gives off a romantic, almost magical vibe. We ended up going back to the Daeruwon tomb complex once more, and on the way we found this sunflower field, and of course we had to stop and take some photos. Looking back, this 1 week journey through Jeollado was truly fun and unforgettable. If I have one tiny regret, it's that a week just wasn't enough. I wish I had more time to slow down, stay longer in each city, and explore the neighborhoods more deeply. Perhaps next time. I'm so grateful for all these memories, and thanks for coming along on this adventure with me.